Alright guys, so let's get started, shall we? First off, I see on here that Zuo the World and Shurikenger are one of the options. Real quick right now, for this tier list, I'm not including Six Rangers. But if I see Rio and Melee on here, both from Geki Ranger, I will include them since there aren't really a lot of Bangai heroes. But Six Rangers, they're counted out since they're more of a tradition and most likely have their own tier list too. So let me find a good place to get myself comfortable. Right. Yeah, right here's good. So, as you can see, I already have down shows that I have not seen yet. Those being Jakku, Turbo Ranger, Denziman, Go Ranger, Dynaman, Flashman, Five Man, Maskman, Bioman, Goggle 5, and Battlefield J. So let's get started, shall we? First things first, let's start off with Change Griffin. Let's see here. Ah, crap. Kind of want to put him in Who, because looking back at Changeman now, I don't know. I don't feel like this might come back to bite me if I ever decide to review Changeman in the future. But for right now, he doesn't really stand out in my mind. So I'm just going to put him in for Who. Because what's there about him that separates him from any other Green or Black Ranger? He's the jokester and he likes girls. Okay. I don't really feel like it's not that I don't like him. I don't feel like he stands out. Alright, so the next two are from the same show. Green Psy and Black Bison from Live Man. Like, same story. Like, after they got into the show, like, they didn't really do a lot with them, which is unfortunate because the first three characters are so powerful in terms of development, and these two just come in and their backstories aren't bad. They just didn't do a lot with them after they get introduced. Like, I still remember the episode. I remember a couple of Greens focus episodes, but it didn't do a lot in the long run, unfortunately. So, next, Mammoth Ranger. This is an interesting one because Goshi, he's the smart one of the group. He's the smart one of the group. But I don't know, where do I want him? Because even as the smart one of the group, you know what? I'll put him in the C tier because I don't really seem to hate him I don't really seem to hate him. So to be fair, I'll put him in C tier. Black Condor, on the other hand, I would gladly like to put him in S tier. Which is interesting because I still remember from Jetman where you look at him sometimes he's an asshole, but he knows how to make up for it and means well. He just hides it. But besides that, he's probably the most badass Black Ranger in Sentai to this day, as well as the most legitimate person in that entire show. Like, everyone tries to be nice, like, he's just real. And so I'll give him that. Although, let's be right now, if you met someone like, whatever. Anywho, Ninja Black, Jiraiya. I want to put him in A tier. I really like him. And I really like Jiraiya. And during the whole arc where they needed to get new Zords, his focus episode was a two-parter where he got to fight his dad in real life. And that's like one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen before in Sentai, because it's out of suit and it goes on for 2 fucking episodes, and that's awesome. I freaking love Jiraiya. But outside of that alone, he's the fish out of water character, but he's still pretty cool. Next, Shishi Ranger, Daigo. I actually want to put him in S tier because I like the fact that he got a I like the fact that I like what they did with his character. He got a love interest, but it wasn't his entire but it didn't take up his entire character. He loved nature and he was pretty compassionate towards things. He was dedicated to the job. Not to mention, I feel like his powers are my personal favorite because his powers involves illusions, and that's awesome. So I kind of want to put him in S tier. Awesome. Green Racer. I think I might put him in haven't seen because I kind of don't remember much about Car Ranger, and I remember watching it when I was like 13 maybe, 13 or 14 maybe. I don't really remember much, but yeah. So I'll put him in haven't seen. O Green, however, I don't know. What do I want to put him more in? D or who? Because his character is, I don't know. I like his suit. And we both have one thing in common. We're both into boxing. Like, what can you say? I don't know. I'll get back to him. I'm skipping King Ranger. Mega Black. S tier. Like, Mega Black, he was the leader of the show, and he did a damn good job at it. And they also make sure to not have that be his entire character as well. And when I say that, I don't mean he was the leader. No, he was the smart one of the group. He was the serious one, which is why he was the leader. And while he could go a bit overboard with it in terms of planning out for scheduling when they train and whatnot, they made sure to dial him back with it. They made sure to dial that back. And so, absolutely. And so next, Ginga Green, Hayate. I don't know. I'll say this. I vividly remember Ginga Man, and I don't mind his character. Like, I'll put him in, I don't know, B tier. I'm not going as far as C tier because, once again, Ginga Man, it's a show that I haven't seen in like a long time. So, but out of all the characters, I kind of remember him. He is the quiet one. He's not quiet. He's the silent, serious one who has his own thing going. Who had his own story too. I remember him having a rivalry, but I also liked his fight choreography with sword fighting, and acrobatics. But I feel like either way, he's a fine second in command. So I'll give him that. Go Green. Fuck. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna write up a list right now. Shows to rewatch. I'll get back to Go Green later. Actually, no, let me do Go Green now. Okay. God fucking damn it. Just. My memory is so dry of Go-Go. I remember. Okay, my memory's not dry of Go-Go 5, but here are some characters that I do remember: Go Red, Go Blue, and Go Yellow. I say Go, and a little bit of Go Pink because she's the girl. But Go Green, in terms of personality in terms of personality, he is a helicopter pilot. That's all I remember. Like, my memory of him is very dry. Hey, what's this next one? Oh, Time Green. Alright, let me think. Time Green. I'll put him in more or less in A tier. He contributed quite a bit to the cause. So, Gao Black. Oh, Green. Okay, him. Let's think. Oh, Green. Fuck, never mind. There's going to be so many characters in, like, Who. It's just, yeah. Same for Gao Black. Like, Who? I remember he had a love interest. That's about it. But Who? I don't fucking know. KamenRider Black, however, is going in the S tier. Because I actually remember him. And you want to know who else is going in the S tier? Deca Green. Because I think he's pretty cool. He's the nice guy that if you piss off, he'll go ape shit on you. And that's phenomenal. So next, Magi Green. Okay, I'm going to start being real right now with characters that I remember or don't remember. Magi Green, he is in that middle. I remember he's the older brother. And, I'm just going to put him in C tier. Because, yeah, C tier. That's as much as I'll do. Boken Black. I want to put him in S tier. Because I really like Boken Black. Like, he's most likely my favorite character from Bokenger. Because he was the rebellious one that you remember at the end becomes team leader. And that gets referenced again in Bokenger versus Geki Ranger, that he's team leader. Because he's the one who always wanted to challenge not just Red, but everyone to get better. And he proves how incredible he is with or without his gear. And how incredible he is as a person alone. Though he has his doubts and insecurities about himself, he shows his true self through and through. And he's just, I really like him. So, go on Green. I remember he likes girls. About it. Go on Black's the same thing. Go on Black is stern. That's about stern. That's, yeah. I swear to God. There's not a lot of D's on here. Next, Shinken Green. How do I want him? Or where would I want him? Oh, Gosei Black. Let me do him first. There we go. Like, yeah. Gosei Black, in my opinion, doesn't really stand out. Like, he's a total archetype, and I can't deny that fact. But Shinken Green, though. Let me think. I think I might either want him in A or S. I'm going to want Shinken Green in either A or S tier because I like his character. He's the young, like, I liked his character, and I kind of like his style. Like, while throughout Shingenger, he develops his own style of fighting and solve. He becomes. I like how strategic he becomes. It shows that he's clever. And so, it's a tough one. Either A or S. I do like clever, so I might put him in S. So, go on. Oh, Gokai Green. Also, kind of want to put him in S tier because Don is simply entertaining. Like, for one, like, Don is so entertaining. Like, he's probably, like, I don't know if I'd go as, yeah, I would. Don's like the weakest Gokaiger out of the 6, yet he isn't because he can kind of hold his own in a fight. Like, he seems like he acts like such a weakling that he can, like, he even forgets sometimes that he can actually kick ass. But not only that, how he fights is entertaining too, because it's sort of like Shinken Green. It comes off as clumsy, but it feels so strategic. Not to mention, he's the inventor of the team, and he comes up and he actually contributes that fact everywhere. He's extremely useful. So not to mention that 2-parter where he saves Marvelous was legendary. I have to give him credit for that, because he may come off as a coward because he is a coward, but on the other hand, he knows when it's time to let his testicles drop. That sounds pretty. Moving on, Kyoto Black, S tier. Kyoto Black is pretty dang good. Ian's like my favorite character from Kyoryuger period. I actually, even without that rivalry he got with Aigeron, I still managed to like his character a bit. Wait, no, I take that back, because his rivalry with Aigeron is what made more of his character. To which it makes him, for someone who comes off as laid back, he's pretty responsible, and he's pretty responsible and head not in the clouds. Got up. Okay. Yeah. Really, dude? Next, Kyoto Green. A tier. I like Kyoto Green. He's more A tier material. His arc with him, his arc may have been about becoming a better swordsman, but not only that, he got stuff to work with. Because here's the thing about all the characters from Kyoryuger, like, you actually see them grow as a person, and that's what I think about the characters from Kyoryuger. You see them all grow as people, and you see them get better as people. Like, Kyoto Green as a swordsman, he had to come to terms, more or less, with his parents' divorce, and that gets to especially me, because my parents have been divorced for years. So having some type of focus to get your mind off things and have a more positive route is a spot on idea, and I like it. So next, Tokyu Yongo. I might put him in B tier. because Takyu Yongo, he's about, out of the main 5 Takyugers, he's the only one that I like. Oh, holy crap, startled me. Hey, what do you, oh, Coda, okay. What's that? Oh yeah, Takyu Yongo. Out of the main 5 Takyugers, he's the only one that I actually liked. He wasn't childish or annoying, or he basically didn't act like a kid. Like, he was that one mature kid who didn't believe in cooties or scared of crap. Like, he was a kid, but he didn't act like a kid. Not to mention, he was a good fighter. I like those aspects of Takyu Yongo. Like, interesting aspects about him. They're not bad. I like that. Mindo Ninja, skipping, Zuo Elephant, Tusk. He's, give me 1 minute. Let me just put him in here. Yeah, there. Like, I'm sorry, Tusk. I like his suit. That's all I can really say. Tusk I like his suit. I remember Zoojer. I want to review that show. Like, Tusk is he's not. Okay, after this, I'm gonna keep in mind to actually. Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. I'll putting a pin in something for now. Moving on. Oshi Black. C tier. Like, I don't know what to say about his character. Like, it's not even that. First things first, I haven't fully seen Q Ranger, but even when I have watched Q Ranger, what can you say about his character except for he was the strong one, as well as that brutally yes, I don't see anything, or can't think of anything. But moving on, Chameleon Green, let's put her there. Like, what? Like, her character, that's the thing. Okay, same thing with Oshi Black. Her character does not get much at all. Just, not to mention, yes, but her character doesn't get much at all. And she's just the silly girl or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going as far as saying the girly girl, because she's not really all that girly. But, I don't really see a lot from Hammy. Just, Oh, but there's one thing, though. She's like, I'm pretty sure she's the one to blame for Naga going evil for those couple of episodes. That I remember. Like, yeah, I will call that. When that happened, no one ever bothered to call her out on that. Just point that out there right now. So next, Patore Nigo. Alright, this is going to be a tough one. So, Patore Nigo. No, I'll be nice and put him in B tier. I'm not saying that he's like one of my personal favorite characters from Pato Ranger, and he was a bit girl happy, but he shows that there's more to him than that. Not to mention, around that time in Lupad, when the police were figured out their identities, like, he absolutely wanted to refuse that Yellow was a thief because of how much he really liked her, and it was genuine. And so I'm going to give him as much as that, really. Not to mention he's a pretty good sniper. So, oh shoot, the current one, Ryusoul Green. There's not really a lot with him, or so I can think of. I kind of want to say C tier because he doesn't suck. Same for Black. Really? Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna, with Ryusoul Black, I actually quite like him. But it's also just me not having, this is also just for me not, watching Ryu Soldier, because I haven't watched that show in like a long time. Like, as soon as Gold got introduced, I stopped watching it because I don't like Gold as a character at all. But those two, actually, I want to put them both together since they're both brothers. They're not bad, but I don't know. I have to watch that show to see more from them. Also, by the way, even if I'm not cut up on Ryu Soldier, I'm not going to say haven't seen, because I have watched quite a bit of it to remember. I have watched quite a bit of it to get an idea for these two. So, Leo, or Rio, I want to put him in S tier. Good villain, as well as a great character. Deca Master, also S tier. Dragon Ranger, I want to put him in A tier. Oh wait, he's a 6 Ranger. Damn it. No, these things are freaking clouding up the way right now. So screw it, I'm breaking my rule. I'm going to include 6 Rangers, but I'm not including Mindo Ninja. Oh, squirrel. Like, this video is soon going to become a vlog, just so I can look at squirrels. Anywho, so now I'm going to break my rule and add in 6 Rangers. Dragon Ranger, I'm going to put in A tier. King Ranger, D tier. Shurikenger, he's going to go in haven't seen yet. You get back down there. I have not seen Turbo Ranger. And so, yeah. Melee. Okay. Oh, shoot. Zuo the World. Fuck, that's actually a good one. Zuo the World. Oh, Black Knight from Ginga Man. Damn, stuff one. I'll put him in A tier. He's a good average, like, extra ranger. So next, Melee and Zuo the World. For Melee, I might put her in A or S tier. Possibly. Her character is she's pretty dedicated to Rio. But I think that kind of helps her character a bit more because, I don't know, maybe even outside of that, she's still pretty damn good. It's like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe how Melee is a good character. But I will say that she does deserve to be in the A or S tier category. God, it's really tough to say. But Zuo the World, though. Zuo the World's a bit of a hard pick because his character is pretty out there. No, I want to go as far as say putting him in B tier. That's fair because for a character like him, he probably doesn't deserve the highest of praises because some people could find him annoying. But if you understood his story as to why, like really, if I was freaking kidnapped and brainwashed to become an evil Power Ranger, I would be pretty freaked out too. I'm not invalidating his reasoning, but even outside of that, with his personality, it's a bit much. So B tier, it's fair enough. It's not C tier because it's not bland. But I don't know. He does manage to overcome it later. So I will give him that. This is pretty hard to choose now. You know what? I'll put him in A tier. Because Misao, in moments, manages to be pretty funny. And so I might as well do the same for... God, this is hard. Also, holy fuck, I did not put a lot in for character. Holy fuck. For D-list, it's not a lot at all. Alright, let me think. This is hard. Mila... I'll put her in S tier. And that, I believe, is the list. Go to present mode. And check it out. The highest one of the bunch is the S tier. Because I'm so biased towards a lot. But for the Who's, they're 8 at Who, 3 at D, 6 at C, 3 at B, 6 at A, and a shit ton at S tier. And so, with that said, that is the list. It's going to be at normal view. And also add it to Facebook, most likely later. Come to think about it, this might be a video that I might put on Facebook first before going to YouTube. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. And I will see you guys next time. Ah, crap. I had to turn off the camera.